Okay, so if you want to add a Kami assignment to your Canvas page, one of the easiest ways to do that is to go over to your modules, and whichever module that you want to add the assignment to, make sure you're looking at that module, and then you click on the plus sign over here on the right, and then you're going to add an assignment. It's usually automatically already set to that, but you can see that there's other options. You just want to make sure that it's add assignment first. If it's a new assignment, you want to do create assignment, and then you need to give it a name. So I'm just going to call it Kami assignment, but you could call it whatever you want. I sometimes like to indent my assignment so that it stands out from the rest of the content that I have in my module, but that's just personal preference, doesn't matter. When you add that assignment, it's going to go to the bottom of your module, and then you're just going to put it wherever it needs to go. So if it's something for a Wednesday, you might drop it right under that area. So then you have to mess with the assignment and add to it, because as you can see right here, there's nothing done for the assignment. So we have to actually make it a workable assignment. So you click on edit. And in this box right here, this is where you would add any directions. If it's just a worksheet that you're having them complete, there's likely already directions on the worksheet. So you can usually just leave that part blank. Below that there is when you can add in other details. So if you are maybe giving this for homework and you want to make it worth points, you can add those points in there. If you have different assignment groups, like in order to sync it to Skyward, you could change that there. Submission type is what you want to look at. So submission type needs to be marked as external tool. This is how you're going to get that Kami feature. So once you've determined you're using an external tool, you're going to click on the find, and then you should have a lot of options that pop up, and then you just have to scroll down until you find the Kami Google Drive assignment option. It's kind of slow sometimes to get that up. It's going to give you some options. So depending on where you have whatever it is that you want them to complete, that's what you're looking for here. So if it's something from your Google Drive, you would click here. If it's actually something on your computer, you would click here. I'm just going to look for a random PDF. Let's see here. I will go into ELA, and let's say I want them to do, goodness gracious, I'll have them do this worksheet right here. You then scroll down, hit select, and there are some setting options in here. You do not have to do any of them, especially if it's something that you're having them work on like for homework, or especially on a FID day. You can just leave all these blank. If you do assessment mode, it'll kind of lock them in so that they can't get to any other resources. Enable real-time monitoring will allow you to kind of see their work as they're doing it. So that might be good if you're doing something in class. And honestly, I don't really know what feature control does, but I don't ever worry about it, and it's not a big deal. After you click continue, then it's, as you're seeing here, attaching that file that I found. And what that's doing is basically it's making a copy of that for each student. It'll bring you back to your Canvas window. You just need to make sure that you hit select, and it usually automatically clicks on load this tool in a new tab. And if it doesn't automatically, I like to click that because it allows it to open bigger on their screen, which is easier for them. Down here then, you can determine who's going to get this assignment, if it's for everyone, or you can give it to just some of your students and put their specific names in. You have to give it a due date, whatever your due date might be. You do not have to do these other two boxes, but they are options. And then you just want to make sure that you save and publish so that they will have access to it. Okay, so this is sort of what it will look like on their end. They'll click here, and then it will load the assignment for them in another window. And then they'll be able to complete the work in here. And then they have an option to submit it, and then you would get to see it on your end in Canvas as well. Hope this helps with figuring out how to add a Kami assignment to Canvas.